Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Dance for the light of the moon. As I was walking down the street, down the street, down the street, pretty little girl I chanced to meet under the silvery moon.
Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Dance for the light of the moon.
To be my wife, be my wife, be my wife, and I'd be happy all my life. Skip to Maloo, my darling.
Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Dance for the light of the moon.
I danced with a gal with a hole in the stocking, and a heel kept a rockin', and a heel kept a rockin', and the buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Dance for the light of the moon.
Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Dance for the light of the moon. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Dance for the light of the moon.
Everything to George Bailey. Help me, dear Father.
Joseph, Jesus, and Mary, please help my friend, Mr. Bailey.
Lord, please help my son George tonight.
He never thinks of himself, God. That's why he's in trouble.
George is a good guy. Give him a break, God.
I love him, dear Lord. Watch over him tonight.
Daddy's in trouble. God, please help him. Please, God, something is the matter with Daddy. I love my daddy. Please bring Daddy back.
Lord,
Please help George.
tonight.
Hello, Joseph. Trouble?
Looks like we'll have to send someone down. A lot of people are asking for help for a man named George Bailey.
George Bailey. Yes, tonight's his crucial night. You're right. We'll have to send someone down immediately. Whose turn is it?
Well, that's why I came to see you, sir. It's that clockmaker's turn again.
Oh, Clarence. Hasn't got his wings yet, has he?
We've passed him up right along because, you know, sir, he's got the IQ of a rabbit.
Yes, but he's got the faith of a child. Simple. Joseph, send for Clarence.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, Clarence. A man down on earth needs our help.
Splendid. Is he sick?
No, worse. He's discouraged. At exactly 10:45 p.m. tonight, Earth time, that man will be thinking seriously of throwing away God's greatest gift.
Oh, dear, his life. Then I only have an hour to get dressed. What are they wearing now?
You will spend that hour getting acquainted with George Bailey.
Sir, if I should accomplish this mission, might I perhaps earn my wings? It's been over 200 years now, sir, and others are beginning to talk.
What's that book you've got there?
The Adventures of Consort.
Clarence, you do a good job with George Bailey and you'll get your wings.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Poor George. Sit down.
Sit down? What are we doing?
If you're gonna help a man, you want to know something about him, don't you?
Well, naturally, of course.
Well, keep your eyes open. See the town?
I don't see anything.
Oh, I forgot. You haven't got your wings yet. Now look, I'll help you out. Concentrate. Begin to see something?
Oh, yes. It's amazing.
If you ever get your wings, you'll see it all by yourself.
Oh, wonderful. Yippee! Who's that?
That's your problem. George Bailey.
A boy?
That's him when he was 12, back in 1919. Something happens here you'll have to remember later on.
Come on.
Come on, Marty. Yeah. Oh, someone stand.
Hee-haw.
Hee-haw, standing. All right. Come on.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Go, send it back.
Come on, sit it back.
Yeah. Oh, here comes the scare baby, my kid brother, Harry Bailey.
I'm not scared.
Come on, Harry. You got it, Harry. You can do it. Come on.
do it, Harry.
Real fast, Harry. Come on, Harry. Attaboy, Harry. Come on. Yeah. I'm coming, Harry. Everyone, make a chain. A chain. Pull back. Come on. Get him. Come on. You gotta get inside. Everyone. Help!
George saved his brother's life that day.
That's incredible.
Yes, very selfless.
Unfortunately, he caught a bad cold which infected his left ear. It cost him the hearing in that ear. It was weeks before he could return to his after-school job at Old Man Gower's drugstore.
That was fun. Well, guys, I gotta go to work. Yeah, you don't have any money either.
Potter? Who's that? A king?
That's Henry F. Potter, the richest and meanest man in the county.
Okay. So long.
Go to work, slave. Hee-haw. Tag.
so long. Hee-haw. It's me, Mr. Gower, George Bailey.
Yeah, nice.
Yes, sir.
Hello, George. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Violet.
2 cents worth of liquor shoelaces, Violet?
She was here first.
I'm still thinking.
Shoelaces?
Please, Georgie. I like him.
You like every boy.
What's wrong with that?
Here you are.
Help me down, Georgie.
Help you down. You made up your mind yet?
I'll take chocolate.
With coconuts?
I don't like coconuts.
You don't like coconuts? Say brainless. Don't you know where coconuts come from? Oh, look it, here. From Tahiti, the Fiji Islands, the Coral Sea.
A new magazine. Well, I haven't seen it before.
Of course you haven't. Only us explorers can get it. I've been nominated for membership in the National Geographic Society.
Is this the ear you can't hear on? George Bailey, I love till the day I die.
I'm gonna go out exploring someday. You watch. And I'm gonna have a couple of harems, maybe 3 or 4 wives. You wait and see.
George. George.
Yes, sir?
I paid to be a canary.
No, sir.
What's that?
Read it, Clarence.
We regret to inform you that your son Robert died very suddenly this morning of influenza. Oh no, the poor man.
Yes. Losing a child is enough to break a man.
Mr. Gower, you want something?
No.
Anything I can do back here?
No.
I'll get it, sir.
Does that bottle say poison?
It does.
I need to take these capsules over to Mrs. Blaine's. She's expecting them.
Yes, sir. They have diphtheria there, haven't they, sir?
Yes,
Is it a charge, sir?
yes, charge.
Mr. Gower, I think...
You go. Good God.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic, Captain Cook. Where are you headed?
I gotta see Pop, Uncle Billy.
One at a time, George.
It's important.
George, there's a squall burning there. It's going to be quite a storm. Don't need to go in there.
Uncle Billy, telephone.
Who is it?
Bank examiner.
Oh, the bank examiner. Yes, I should have called him yesterday. Switch it inside.
I am not trying, Mr. Potter.
Well, if you're begging, that's worse.
All I am asking for is another 30 days. Just a second, son. 30 short days. I will find a way to get you the $5,000.
Have you put any real pressure on those people of yours to pay their mortgages?
Times are tough, Mr. Potter. A lot of folks are out of work.
Then foreclose.
I cannot do that. They have families and children.
They're not my children.
But they are somebody's children.
Are you running a business or a charity ward?
All I'm asking...
Not with my money.
Mr. Potter, what makes you such a hard-headed character? You have no family. You have no children. And you cannot possibly spend all the money you have.
So, I suppose I should give it to miserable failures like you and that idiot brother of yours to spend for me.
He's not a failure. You can't say that about my father.
George.
You're not. You're the biggest man in town. Bigger than him.
Come on now, son.
Bigger than everybody.
Give you an idea of those failures.
Don't let him say that about you, Pop.
I appreciate your help, George. We will talk about this later on tonight.
What happened next? Did he tell anyone? Did he deliver the pills?
Watch and see.
have been there an hour ago. It'll be over in 5 minutes, Mrs. Blank. Where are those capsules of Mrs. Blank?
The capsules are...
You hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Don't you know that boy is sick? Die without those pills. Why ain't you taking them right away?
You hurt my sore ear, Mr. Gower.
Lazy loafer.
Mr. Gower, you don't know what you're doing. You put something wrong in those capsules. I know you're unhappy. You got that telegram and you're upset. You put something bad in those capsules. It wasn't your fault, Mr. Gower. Just look and see what you did. Look at the bottle you took the powder from. It's poison, I tell you, poison. I know you feel bad. And, please don't hurt my sore ear again.
No.
Don't hurt my sore ear again.
George.
Mr. Gower, I won't ever tell anyone. I know what you're feeling. I won't ever tell a soul. Hope to die, I won't.
Oh, George.
An overnight bag. Genuine English cowhide, combination locks, fitted with brushes and combs.
No. Now look, Joe. Look, I want a big one.
What did you stop it for?
I want you to take a good look at that face.
Who is it?
George Bailey.
Oh, you mean the kid that had his ear slapped back by the pharmacist?
That's the kid.
I like it. It's a good face. I like George Bailey. Tell me, did he ever tell anyone about the poison?
Not a soul.
Did he marry the girl? Did he ever go exploring?
Wait and see, Clarence.
Big. See? I don't want something for one night. I want something for 1,001 nights with plenty of room for labels from Italy and Baghdad and Samarkand. A great big one.
Oh, a real fine carpet, huh?
You bet.
Well, I don't suppose you'd be interested in this second-hand job, would you?
Gee whiz. Now you're talking. I could use this thing as a raft in case the boat sank. How much did it cost?
No charge.
That's my trick here, Joe. It sounded as if you said no charge.
That's right.
Oh, look at there. It says George Bailey.
What's my name doing on it?
Well, old man Gower came in earlier and picked it out just for you.
He did? Oh, what do you know about that? My old boss.
What boat you sailing on?
I'm sailing across on a cattle boat.
A cattle boat? You becoming a farmer, George?
Okay, I like cows. Mr. Gower, thanks ever so much for the bag. It's just exactly what I wanted.
Don't mention it, George.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Well, you enjoy it.
There's that, Captain Cook. Have you got your sea legs yet?
You know it.
Hey, George, this one does pick your postcards, will you?
Always.
Be Judge, don't be taking those plug nickels now.
Of course not.
Hey, George, your suitcase is leaking.
Hi, Ernie.
Hey, you George.
Hey, Bert. Hey, George. Ernie, I'm a rich tourist today. How about driving me home in style?
Sure, Your Highness. Hop in. And for carrier's trade, I puts my hat on.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bailey.
Hello, Violet. Hey, you look good. That's some dress you got on.
This old thing? I only wear it when I don't care how I look.
How would you like to?
Yes.
Want to come along, Bert? We'll show you around town.
No thanks. I'll see if the wife's busy.
Family man. Let him alone, Mom. I wish I was up there.
Harry will tear his dinner suit. George!
That's why all children should be girls.
Well, if they were all girls, then we wouldn't have any... Never mind. George, Harry, dinner's getting cold. We've been waiting on you.
Okay, Mom. Here's the present for you, Pop.
Oh my goodness, you two idiots. Sit down and have your dinner.
I mean, Mom.
Well, when are you going to get dressed for your graduation party? Look at you.
Oh, I don't care. It's George's tux anyway. Eddie, my sweet, have you got those pies?
You lay a hand on me, I'll hit you with this broom.
Oh, Eddie, I'm in love with you. And there's a moon out tonight.
Oh, no.
Boy, oh boy. Let's know an old Bailey boarding house.
Oh, Lord, my blood pressure.
Pop, can I borrow the car tonight? Gotta bring over a lot of plates and things.
What plates?
Oh, I'm chairman of the Eats Committee. We only need a few dozen.
Oh, no, Harry. Not my good Haviland, you don't.
Oh, let him have the plates, Mother.
You know, George, I'm going to miss you. Uncle Billy and I.
I'm going to miss you too, Pop. What's the matter? You look tired.
Oh, I had another tussle with Potter today.
Oh?
You would think that we put him on the board of directors last year. He might have eased up on us a little bit.
I wonder what's eating that old money-grubbing buzzard up anyway.
Oh, he's frustrated and sick. Sick in his mind, sick in his soul, if he has one. He hates everybody that has something he cannot have. Hates us mostly, I guess.
Gang, wait! So long, Pop.
So long. Have a good time, son.
Got a match?
Oh, ha, ha, ha. Very funny.
Harry, put those things in the car. I'll get your tie and your studs together.
Okay, Mom. Oh, George. You are coming later, right?
What, be bored to death?
Gonna want a better day. Lots of pretty girls. I'm using the new floor of yours tonight, too.
I hope it works.
You kidding? Of course it will. You designed it.
No gin tonight, son.
Ah, just a little pop.
No, not one drop.
Oh, boys and girls and music, why do they need gin?
Father, did I act like that when I graduated from high school?
Pretty much. You know, George, I've been thinking about a way to send Harry to college with you. Your Mom and I sat up half the night last night thinking about it. There doesn't seem to be a way.
Don't worry about that, Pop. Me and Harry have all that figured out. You see, Harry will take my job at the building alone. He'll work there for 4 years, and then he'll go.
He's pretty young for that job, isn't he?
Oh, no younger than I was.
Well, George, you were born older.
How's that?
You were born older. Anyway, I guess you've thought about what you're going to do after you graduate college.
Oh, well, you know, all those things I was always talking about. Designing new cities, planning, building buildings, all the things I was always talking about.
Ah, still after that first million before you're 30, eh?
Oh, you bet. Hey, I'll settle for half that in cash.
Of course. Say, it's just a hope, but would you consider coming back and taking over the building and loan?
Pop, Andy, why don't you draw up a chair? Then you can be more comfortable and hear everything that's going on.
Well, I would if I thought I'd hear anything worth listening to.
You would, huh?
I know it's too soon to talk about it, son.
Pop, I couldn't face being cooped up for the rest of my life in a shabby little office. I didn't mean that remark, but Pop, this business of nickels and dimes, spending the rest of my life trying to figure out how to save 3 cents on a length of pipe, I'd go crazy. Pop, I want to do something big, something important.
Well, you know, George, in our own small way, we are doing something important. We're satisfying a deep urge. It's within the heart of every man to want his own walls and roof and building. And in our own little way, we're helping to satisfy that need in our shabby little office.
I know that. I wish I felt, but Pop, I've been hoarding pennies like a miser in order to... Dad, most of my friends have already finished college. I just feel like if I don't get away now, I'll bust.
Yes. You know, this town is no place for a man unless he wants to crawl consistently to Potter. I've seen you in action, George. You have real talent. My advice to you is to go to college, get your degree, and then leave this little town.
Pop, I'm going to give you a big shock. I think you're a great guy. Did you hear that, Annie?
I heard it. About time one of you lunkheads said it.
Pop, I think we ought to go to Harry's party.
Have a good time, son.
Excuse me. Hold on. Watch out. Watch out. Okay.
Oh, pardon me.
There you go.
You know my little brother George is going to put him in college. Here comes George.
Oh, Sam Wainwright. And how are you? When did you get here?
This afternoon, I thought I'd give the kids a treat.
Oh, college graduate now, huh?
Oh, Joe College Wainwright. Only 8 freshmen. Looks like you're gonna make it after all.
Yep.
Hey, Eric, you're just the guy I want to see. Coach has been asking me all about you.
Yes, he's been watching every game and his mouth is watering. He wants to know if you're going to come with us.
Well, I gotta make some dough first.
Well, you better make it fast. We need good ends like you, not broken down old guys like this one.
Hee-haw!
George, welcome back.
Hello, Principal Partridge. How are you?
Good. You know, putting the pool up under the school was a great idea. Saved us another building. Now, Harry, Sandy, y'all go have fun. There's lots of stuff to eat and drink. Lots of pretty girls around, too. Hi, George.
Hello, Violet.
Hello. What is this?
George! Hi, Marty. It's old home week. What's that?
You remember my kids' married, right?
Yeah.
Mama wants you, buddy. Mama wants you, buddy. Remember?
Hey, Stan, looks really up.
Me? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I feel funny enough already with all these pictures.
One time and you give her the thrills of life. Come on.
Hey, sis. Don't be long, Marty. I don't want to be wet nurse for.
Next thing I know, some guy came up and tripped me. That's why I came in first, you see. If it hadn't been for that, that race would have been a cinch. I tried to find out who it was later, but could never find out. Nobody ever tell you whoever it was, because they'd be scared. Know what kind of guy I am. Hey, Mary, you remember George? George, this is Mary. Well, I'll be seeing you guys.
Well.
Now to get back to my story. Hey, pal, this is my dance.
Why don't you shut up and stop annoying people?
I'm sorry. Wait. Hey!
Hello.
Good looking as if you didn't know me.
That's because I don't.
You pass me on the street almost every day.
Nuh-uh. See, that was a little rosemary. That's true.
Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. The big jousting contest.
Whoa!
The prize, a genuine loving cup.
Oh.
Those not tapped out by the judges will remain dancing on the floor. Let's go.
I got to lose. I'm not very good at this.
Neither am I.
Okay? When you lose.
Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight?
And dance by the light of the moon. I'm just like an organ.
Beautiful.
And I told Harry I thought I'd be bored to death tonight. You should have seen the commotion in the locker room. I did not know 3 guys just to get the stuff that way. Here, let me hold that old red dress of yours.
Do I look as funny as you do?
I guess I'm not quite the football type, am I? And you, why, you look wonderful. Why, if it wasn't just me talking, I'd say you're the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
Why, no. Maybe I will say it. Say, how old are you anyway?
18.
18? Why, it was only last year that you were 7.
Too young or too old?
Oh, no. Just right. Your age fits you. I mean, yes, sir, you do look a little bit older without your clothes on. I mean, without a dress. I mean, younger. You look, uh-oh.
Sir, my train, please.
Your pops upon me for clumsy loudness. Your caboose, my lady.
You may kiss my head.
Oh. Hey. You married?
As I was lumbering down the street, down the street, down the street.
Okay, then. I think I'll throw a rock at old Granville house.
Oh no, don't. I love that old place.
No, no. You gotta break some glass and gotta make a wish, too. And yeah, you gotta be a pretty good shot nowadays.
Oh no, George, don't. It's full of romance, that old place. I'd like to live in it.
In that place? I wouldn't live in it even if I were a ghost. I'll watch right on the 2nd floor.
What'd you wish, George?
Well, not just one wish. Oh, hatful. Mary, I know what I'm going to do tomorrow, and the next day, and the next year, and the year after that. I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet, and I'm going to see the world. Italy, Greece, the Parthenon, the Colosseum, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to go to college and see what they know. Well, I'm going to build things. I'm going to build airfields. I'm going to build skyscrapers 100 stories tall, and, well, I'm going to build bridges a mile long. Are you going to throw a rock? That's a pretty good shot. What'd you wish for, Mary?
Buffalo gal, can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Buffalo gal, can't you come out tonight?
And dance by the light of the moon. What did you wish when you threw that rock?
Oh, no.
Come on, tell me.
If I told you, it might not come true.
What is it that you want, Mary? What do you want? You want the moon? Mary, just say the word, I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, Mary.
I'll take it. And then what?
Well, then you can swallow it. It would all dissolve, see? Well, the moonbeams would shoot out your fingers and your toes and the ends of your hair. Am I talking too much?
Yes! For heaven's sakes, go ahead and kiss her. Stop talking her ear off.
How's that?
Go ahead on and kiss her and stop talking her ear off.
Oh, you want me to kiss her, huh?
Oh, my Lord. I tell you, youth is wasted on all the wrong people.
Hey, hold on. Hey, mister, come back out here and I'll show you some kissing. I'll put hair right back on your head. Where are you going? Mary? 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 Katie? I give up. Where are you?
Over here, in the hydrangea bushes.
Here you are. Catch. Wait. What am I doing? This is a very interesting situation. celebration like this every day.
I'd like to have my robe.
Not in Bedford Falls any.
Ouch!
It's in time. Now this requires a little bit of thought.
George Bailey, give me my robe.
I mean, I've heard about things like this, but I've never.
Shame on you. I'm gonna call your mother on you.
Oh, my mother's way at the corner there.
I'll call the police.
They're way downtown, and they'd be on my side, too.
Then I'm going to scream.
Maybe I could sell tickets. No. Okay. The point is, in order to get this robe, I've got it. I'll make a deal with you, Mary.
George, come home quick. Your father's had a stroke. Come on, George, we must hurry.
Mary, I'm sorry, I've got to go. Did you get a doctor?
Yes, Campbell's in now.
How is he?
It doesn't look good.
George, I believe that's all we're going to need you for. I know that you're anxious to make a train.
I have a taxi waiting downstairs.
Well, I'd like the board to know that George gave up his vacation to Europe in order to help with things here the last few months. Starting now. Good luck to you at college.
Thank you.
Now we arrive at the real purpose of this meeting, to elect a successor to George, our dear friend George. Peter Bailey. Terribly sorry, gentlemen.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to get to my real purpose.
Wait just a minute now.
Wait for what? I claim this institution is not necessary to this town. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to dissolve this institution and turn its assets and liabilities over to the receiver.
Did you hear what that buzzer just...
Mr. Chairman, it's too early after Peter Bailey's death to discuss chloroforming the building and loan.
Yes, we can understand that. But Peter Bailey's been dead 3 months. We have a business to run. I second Potter's motion.
Very well, then. I'll ask the two executive officers to withdraw them. But before we go, I'm sure the entire board would like to express its great sorrow at the passing of Peter Bailey.
Thank you.
It was his devotion and faith that are responsible for this organization.
I'll go further than that. I'll say that to the public, Peter Bailey was the building and law.
Oh, that's just fine coming from you, Potter, considering you're probably the one that drove him to his grave.
Peter Bailey was not a businessman. That's what killed him. Oh, I don't mean any disrespect to him, God rest his soul. He was a man of high ideals, so-called. But ideals without common sense can ruin a town. Well, take this loan here. attorney, Bishop? You know that fellow that sits on his brains all day in his taxi? The bank turned down this loan, but he comes here and we're building him a house worth $5,000. Why?
Well, I handled all that, Mr. Potter. You have all of his papers right there, his insurance, his salary, and I can personally vouch for his character, too.
Friend of yours?
Yes, sir.
You see, if you should pull with some employee here, you can come in and borrow money. Well, what does that get us? A lazy, discontented rabble instead of a thrifty working class. And all because a few starry-eyed dreamers like Peter Bailey stir them up and fill their heads with a lot of impossible dreams. Now, I want my
Just a minute. Just a minute. You know, you are right when you say that my father was no businessman. I know that. Why he ever started this cheap penny ante building loan, I'll never know, but neither you nor anyone else can say anything against his character because his entire life was, why in the 25 years since he and Uncle Billy started this thing, he never once thought of himself. Isn't that right, Uncle Billy? And maybe he didn't save up enough money to send Harry to school, let alone me, but he did help a few people get out of your slums, Mr. Potter. And what's wrong with that? Why, here, you're all businessmen here. Does it make them better citizens? Does it make them better customers? Why, you said, what is it that you said just a minute ago? That people had to wait and save up money before they can buy a home? Wait! Wait for what? Until their kids grow up and move out? Or until they become so old and frustrated that they... Do you know how long it takes a working man to save $5,000? Well, just remember this, Mr. Potter, that this rabble that you are talking about, they do most of the working and paying and living and dying in this community. Was it too much to have to work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath? Anyway, my father didn't think so. To him, people are human beings, but to you, a warped, frustrated old man, they are nothing but cattle. Well, in my book, he died a much richer man than you ever will.
Well, I am not interested in your book. I'm talking about the building and loan.
I know very well what you were talking about. You were talking about something that you cannot get your fingers on, and it is galling you. That's what you're talking about. I know. Look, you're the board here. You do what you want with this thing, but just one more thing, though. This town needs this measly one-horse institution if only to have one place where someone can come without crawling to Potter. Come on, Uncle Bill.
Set up that little hot water. Now, I have a motion on the table.
We have some matters to discuss.
Oh, that was telling. You shut his big mouth. Oh, you shouldn't have heard him.
What happened? You heard yelling.
Oh, the voting is out of business after 25 years. Easy come, easy go.
Well, here it is, right here. Help wanted, female.
Still want me to hang around, George?
Yeah, I'll be down there in just a minute.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna miss your train. You're already late for school already. Now go on.
What's happening down there?
Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. They're putting us out of business. I can get another job. I'm only 55.
56.
Listen, you gave up on your road trip. You don't want to miss out on college too. Now go on. Go on.
George, they voted Potter down. They want to keep it going.
Woo!
You did it, George. And they have one condition, only one condition.
What's that?
That's the best part of it. They elected George here, executive secretary, to take his father's place.
Oh, no, but Uncle Bill.
Well, you can keep him on as secretary. You can hire whoever you want.
Dr. Campbell, let's get this thing straight. Okay, I ain't leaving. I'm leaving right now. I'm going to college. This is my last chance, okay? Uncle Billy here. He's your man.
George, they will vote with Potter otherwise.
That's right. Not only that, but he gave his school money to his brother Harry and sent him to college. Harry became a football star, made second team All-American.
Yes, but what happened to George?
George got 4 years older, waiting for Harry to come back and take over the building and lawn.
There are plenty of jobs out there for someone who likes to travel. Here, Venezuela oil field, man wanted, construction experience. Here's the Yukon, man wanted, engineering experience. No, she blows! You know what the 3 greatest sounds in the world are?
Breakfast is served, lunch is served.
No. Anchor trains, plane motors, and train whistles.
Peanut.
There he is. Oh, Professor Pye.
Larry.
George. Oh, Larry. How are you?
Well, if it isn't George Geographic Explorer Bailey. What, no husky dogs, no sled?
No.
Uncle Billy, you haven't changed a bit.
Oh, nothing changes around here, lad. You know that.
Oh, I've missed you.
Say, where's Mom?
She's home to get a fatty cat. Here, come on, let's go.
Oh, wait. George, Billy, I want you to meet Ruth.
Hello.
Ruth Dakin.
Ruth Dakin Bailey, you can
Remember I wired you I had a surprise? Here she is. Meet my wife.
What do you know? You have a wife!
Oh. How do you do? Congratulations. What am I doing? Congratulations. Harry, why didn't you tell somebody? What's a pretty girl like you doing maybe head brother of mine?
Well, I'll tell you, it was purely mercenary. My father offered him a job.
He gets you a job and a wife? Harry Cup has runneth over. Come with me, my dear. Oh, it was a surprise to me, too, but this is the new Mrs. Bailey, my nephew's wife.
Oh, Harry's spoken to you. Oh.
George, about that Ruth spoke out of turn. I never said I would take it. You've been holding the bag here for years, and you know I'd never let you down. I'd like to... I forgot the bags. I'll be right back.
Hey, let's get together and throw them the party this town is... The biggest party this town has ever seen. Come on!
Yay!
George, it's all Mary ever talks about.
Ruth, about this job?
Well, my father owns a glass factory in Buffalo, and he wants to get Harry started in the research business.
Is it a good job?
Oh, yes, very. Well, not much money, but a good future, you know. And Harry's a genius at research. My father fell in love with him.
And you did so.
Avast, Captain Cook! Permission to come aboard!
Enjoying the party a bit, Uncle Billy.
Oh, I feel so good. I feel so good. I can spit in Potter's eye. I think I will. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Perhaps I should be headed on home. Now, where's me hat?
Hold up. Stay still. Turn around. There you go.
George is such a good boy, but I don't need 3 of them. Which one is mine?
Try the middle one.
Thank you. A perfect fit.
Almost. There you go.
Such a good boy. Now, George, would you be kind enough to point me in the right direction? Would you do that for me, George?
Turn around. Straight down the lane there.
That's the way.
That's the way.
Well, thank you. Oh, building own pal. Thank you so much. My wild Irish rose.
the sweetest night.
I'm all right! I'm all right!
That's for nothing. So what do you think of her?
She's swell.
She's gonna keep Harry on his toes.
Keep him out of Bedford Falls, anyway.
Did you know Mary Hatch came back from school this week?
Mm-hmm.
Been home 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Nice girl, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'll help you find the answers, George.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, stop that grunting. Give me one good reason why you shouldn't call her Mary Hatch.
Sam Wainwright.
Huh?
Yeah, Sam's crazy about Mary.
Well, she's not crazy about him.
Well, how do you know? Did she tell you that?
Oh, no.
Well, then how do you know?
I have eyes, haven't I? She lights up like a firefly whenever you're around.
Oh.
And besides, Sam Wainwright's in New York. And you're here in Bedford Falls.
And all is fair in love and war.
Well, I wouldn't know about war.
Mother, you know I can see right through you. Right back to your back collar button. Trying to get rid of me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's your hat. What's your hurry? I am Mother Old Building Alone, pal. I'm going to go find me a girl and do a little passionate necking. Now, if you'll just point me in the right direction. This way. Good evening, Mrs. Bailey.
Excuse me.
I didn't finish my story.
I'll show you a better date. But stick around, fellas, just in case, huh?
Wait for you here.
Hi, George.
Hey, bye.
What's this?
Nothing.
Where you headed?
I'll probably end up down at the library.
George, don't you ever get tired of reading about them?
Yeah. What are you doing tonight?
Not a thing.
Are you game by? Let's make a night of it.
Oh, yes, George. What do we do?
Well, we can go out in the fields and take off our shoes and we can walk in the grass. And then we can go up to the falls. I heard it's beautiful up there in the moonlight. Well, there's a green pool and we can go swimming in it. Well, and then we can climb Mount Bedford and smell the pines and watch the sun rise against the peaks. And, well, we'll be up there the whole night and everybody will be talking and there'll be a terrific scandal.
George Bailey, have you gone mad? Walking the grass in my bare feet? It's nearly 10 miles up to Mount Bedford. Why do you think just because you...
Okay, just forget about the whole thing.
Oh, that George.
What are you doing? Ticketing?
Hey, Mary, just passing by.
Yes, so I noticed. Have you made up your mind?
How's that?
Have you made up your mind?
About what?
About coming in. Your mother just phoned and said you were on your way over to pay me a visit.
My mother just called you. How did she know?
Didn't you tell her?
No, I didn't tell anyone. I just went for a walk. Just passed by, that's all. Just went for a walk. That's all.
I'll be downstairs, Mother.
All right, dear.
Well, are you coming in or aren't you?
For a minute. But you know I didn't tell anybody I was coming here. I just went for a walk, that's all. When'd you get back?
Tuesday.
Where'd you get that dress?
Do you like it?
It's all right. No, I thought you'd go back to New York with Sam and the rest of them.
Oh, I worked there for a couple of vacations, but I don't know. I guess I was homesick.
Homesick? For Bedford Falls?
Yes. And my family. Well, everything. Would you like to sit down?
For a minute. No, I still don't understand it. I didn't tell anyone I was coming here.
Would you rather leave?
No, I don't want to be rude.
Well, then sit down.
Some joke, huh? See, it still smells like pine needles.
Thank you. And dance by the light.
What's that? Look,
Well, it was nice about your mother Harry Ruth, wasn't it?
It's all right.
Don't you like her?
Well, of course I like her. She's a peach.
Oh. It's just marriage in general you're not enthusiastic about, huh?
No, marriage is fine for Sam, Marty, Harry, you.
Mary, who's down there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
George Bailey, what's he want?
I don't know. What do you want?
Not a thing, I just came in to get warm.
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
Tell him to go right back home. And don't you leave the house either. Sam Wainwright promised to call you from New York tonight.
Oh, but your mother needed. You know I didn't come here to.
What did you come here for?
I don't know. You tell me. You're supposed to be the one who has all the answers, so you tell me.
Oh, why don't you go home?
That's where I'm going. I don't even know why I came here in the first place. Good night.
Good night.
Mary, the phone, it's Sam.
I'll get it.
Mary, he's waiting.
Hello?
I forgot my hat.
Oh, hello, Sam. How are you?
Oh, great. Gee, it's good to hear your voice again.
Well, it's awfully sweet of you, Sam. There's an old friend of yours here, George Bailey.
You mean old Mossback George?
Yes, old Mossback George.
Hee-haw, put him on.
Hang on, I'll call for him. George!
He doesn't want to speak to George, you idiot.
He does so. He asks for him. George! George, Sam's on the phone.
Hello, Sam?
Hey, if it isn't George Bailey Hopsky. Hey, some friend you are. What are you trying to do, steal my girl?
What are you talking about? No one's trying to steal your girl. Here's Mary.
No, wait a minute. I want to talk to both of you. Put Mary on the extension.
You tell me.
Mother's on the extension.
I am not.
We can both hear. Come here. We're listening, Sam.
All right, guys, I got a big deal coming up that's going to make us all rich, all right? George, you remember that night at Martini's place when you were telling me about making soybeans into plastics?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Dad snapped up the idea. He's building a factory outside of Rochester. How do you like that?
Rochester? Why Rochester?
Well, why not? You got something better?
I don't know. Why not right here in Bedford Falls? You tell your father he can get that old tool and machinery works for a song. All the labor he wants too, and half the town went out of business when they closed down.
Gee, that's a good idea. I'll let him know that. Hey, baby, I knew you'd come through for me. Hey, now, here's the point. Mary, you're in on this too, okay? Have you got any money?
Money? Yeah, a little.
Just a bit.
Okay, I want you to put every penny you got into our stock, okay? Guys, and George, I might have a job for you too. Of course, that is unless you're still married to that broken down building and loan. This is going to be the biggest thing since radio, and I'm letting you in on the ground floor. Hey, Mary,
I'm here.
will you tell that guy that this is his chance of a lifetime? You hear me? It's chance of a lifetime.
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
Now listen to me. I do not want any plastics, and I do not want any ground floors, and I do not want to get married to anyone, ever. Do you understand that? I want to do what I want to do. You get married.
Did they get married? Oh, I hope so.
They did. Several months passed, and the big day came. They had a simple wedding surrounded by friends and family. They planned to see the world on their honeymoon since George never got to travel.
Oh, look at you, George!
Oh, my darling,
Congratulations, bud. Thanks, bud.
Oh, George.
Look at you, Mary.
Hey, bud.
George, congratulations.
Oh!
First Harry, now George. Annie, I guess we're just a couple of old maids now.
You speak for yourself, Mrs. B. If either of you two see a stranger around here, it's me.
There's someone to drive this cab.
Bert the cop sent this. He said to float away to Happy Land on Bubble.
Look at that, champagne.
Oh, good old Bert.
By the way, where are you two going on this here honeymoon?
Wait, no, look, here's the kitty, Ernie.
Ooh.
Down there.
I feel like a bootlegger's wife. Look.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna spend a whole week in Bermuda. A whole week in New York, the highest hotels, the oldest champagne, the richest caviar, the hottest music, and the prettiest wine.
That'll do it. Then what?
Then what, honey?
After that, who cares?
Oh, that doesn't come here.
Oh, don't look now, George, but there's something funny going on over there at the bank. I've never really seen one, but that has the earmarks for a run.
Hey, Ernie, if you got any money in the bank, you better hurry.
Oh.
George, let's not stop. Let's go.
Just spend it here.
Please, let's not stop, George.
Be right back, man. Tom? Mr. Thompson, what's going on? Can't you guys get in? What is this, Uncle Billy, a holiday? Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Just take a seat and make yourself at home.
George, can I see a minute?
What's going on? Why didn't you call?
I did. They said he already left. We're in a pickle, George. We're in a real pickle.
What happened? How did it start?
How does anything like this start? All I know is the bank called in our loan.
When?
About an hour ago. I had to hand them over all our cash.
All of it?
Every cent of it. And there's still less than what we owe.
Holy mackerel.
I got scared, George. I got scared and I locked the door.
This whole town's going crazy.
Hello, yes? George, it's Potter.
Let's see, it's... Hello, Potter?
George, there's a rumor around town that you've closed your doors. Is that true?
Well, I haven't closed anything.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. George, are you all right? Do you need the police?
Police? What for?
Well, you know, moms can get pretty ugly sometimes. Now, George, I'm going all out to help in this crisis. I've just guaranteed the bank sufficient funds to meet their needs. They'll close up for a week and then reopen.
Should go to the bank.
I may lose a fortune, but I'm willing to guarantee your people as well. You just tell them to bring their shares over here, and I'll give them 50 cents on the dollar.
You never miss a trick, do you, Potter? Well, you're going to miss this one.
George, if you close your doors before 6 p.m., you'll never reopen. Hello? Hello?
George, was it a nice wedding? Yeah, I really wanted to do that.
Yeah. Take this one off now. All right, folks, it is important to remember that things are not always as black as they appear. All right, everyone. I just got off the phone with old man Potter, and he has guaranteed cash payments at the bank. The bank's going to reopen next week.
But George, I've got my money here.
Did he guarantee this place?
Well, no, Charlie, but I didn't even ask him to. We don't need Potter over here.
I'll take mine now, thanks.
No, look, you're thinking of this place all wrong. As if I had the money back in the safe somewhere, but the money isn't here. The money's right next to your house, next to yours, and to Kennedy's and the Macklins. While you're all lending each other the money, and then you're going to pay it back as best as you can. So, what are you going to do? Foreclose on each other?
Come on, George. I got $242 in here, and that's not going to break anybody.
All right, Tom, sign this, and you'll get your money back in 60 days.
60 days?
That's what you agreed to when you bought your shares.
Oh, come now.
Tom, did you get your money?
No!
Martin's willing to pay 50 cents on the dollar for every share you got.
Whoa! Right.
Yes, cash.
Cash? Well, all right, George, what do you got to say about that?
Come on, Tom. You have to stick to your original agreement. Now give us 60 days on this.
Oh, come on, George. I mean, you know.
Are you going over to Polly?
You better bet you I'd rather get half than nothing.
Tom, Randall, Tom, listen to me. Okay, if Potter gets a hold of the building alone, there will never be another decent home built in this community. He's already got the bus lines, he's got the department stores, and now he's after us. Why? Well, it's very simple. Because we're cutting in on his business, and because he wants to keep all of you living in his slums, paying the kind of rent that he decides. Here, you used to live in one of his houses, didn't you? Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten what he charged you for that broken down shack? Here, remember last year when things weren't going so well and you couldn't afford your payments? You didn't lose your house, did you? Do you think that Potter would have let you keep it? Can't you see what's happening here? Don't you understand what's happening? Potter isn't selling. Potter is buying. It's because they are panicking and he's not. Right now he's picking up some bargains. But we can get through this thing, okay? But we have to stick together though. We have to have faith in each other.
But my husband hasn't worked in a year. I need money.
I know.
How am I going to live until the bank opens? And I've got doctor bills to pay, George.
I need cash.
George, I cannot feed my kids on faith.
Tom,
How much do you need?
Whoa, hold on, yeah.
All right, I have $2,000. $2,000 to tie this over till the bank reopens. All right, Tom, how much do you need?
Right there it is, $242.
Tom, just enough to hold you over till the bank reopens.
That's exactly right, $242.
There, $242.
And that'll close out my account.
Your account is still open. That's a loan. Joe, how much do you need?
Well, I have $300 here. Still here.
Joe, just enough to hold you over till we reopen.
$20, I suppose.
$20. Now you're talking. Here. Right, Mrs. Thompson, how much do you need?
But George, it's your own money.
Never mind that. How much do you need?
I suppose I can make it with $20.
$20. Here you are.
I'll sign the paper.
You don't have to sign anything. I know you will pay it back as soon as you can. That's okay. All right, Mrs. Davis, how much do you want?
Can I have $17.50?
15. Oh, of course you can. Bless your heart. Hey, you have 50 cents. Sure.
Did they make it? Did they have enough?
Wait and see.
Another closes today, George. We're gonna make it.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bingo! Hot dog, we made it. Oh, we made it. Look, we're still in business. We still have $2 left. Well, let's all have some of that, Uncle Billy. Grab your glasses, Cousin Tilly. Oh, we're a couple of financial wizards.
Regular Rockefellers.
Oh, let's get a tray for these great big important simoleons.
A toast. We'll save that for a seat. Let's toast.
Let's hit a toast. We'll toast the Papa Dollar and the Mama Dollar. If you want the building alone to stay in business, you better have a family real quick.
I wish they were rabbits.
Oh, I wish they were too. Now let's put them in the safe and see what happens.
Wedding cigars.
Wedding? Wedding? Holy mackerel, I am married. Where's Mary? Mary! Mary! Okay, I have a train to catch. Okay, I've missed a train. I wonder if Ernie's still at his taxi right now.
Hey, George, here's a call for you.
Okay, look, will you get my wife on the phone? She's probably over at her mother's house.
Mrs. Bailey is on the phone.
I don't want Mrs. Bailey, I want my wife. Oh, Mrs. Bailey, that is my wife. Hello? Mary? Darling? I'm so sorry. Come home. What home? We don't have. 326. Well, whose home is that? Is it the Waldorf Hotel, huh?
What's the Waldorf Hotel?
One of the most expensive hotels in New York. George and Mary were on their way there as the first part of celebrating their honeymoon.
I thought George said they missed their train.
He did, and they did. But Mary is a very resourceful girl. Do you remember the old house that George and Mary broke the windows in?
Oh, yes, the one Mary wanted to live in.
Yes, the old Granville house at 320 Sycamore Lane in Bedford Falls. Mary turned that house into their very own Waldorf Hotel. Watch and see.
Liver pills? Who wants to see liver pills on their honeymoon? They want to see gorgeous places, beautiful places, places George wants to go to.
These are the company's supposed to, the company wouldn't like that.
Well, how would you like getting a ticket next week? Have you no romance?
Yeah, until my wife sucked you out of me.
Hey, Bert! Here he comes!
The groom, you idiot! Come on, I gotta get these up. Come on.
What are they? Duck?
I guess so. Come on, go on back. Go.
All right.
Hey, good evening, sir. Entree, Monsieur, entree.
Welcome home, Mr. Bailey.
Well, I'll be. Mary, where did you?
Remember the night we broke the windows in this old house?
Yeah?
This is what I wished for.
Darling.
I love you truly, truly, dear. Life with its sorrows, life with its tears, fades into dreams when I feel you're near. I love you truly, truly, dear.
Look, Mr. Potter, it's no skin off my nose. I'm just your little rent collector. But you can't laugh off this Bailey Park anymore. Look at it.
Go on.
This is 15 years ago. You got a couple of houses stuck here and there. There's the old cemetery, squirrels, buttercups, daisies. I used to hunt rabbits there myself. Now, I want you to take a look at it today. Dozens of the prettiest little houses you ever saw. 90% owned by suckers who used to pay rent to you. Your Pottersville, my dear Mr. Employer, is becoming just that. And the local yokels are making all these David and Goliath wisecracks.
Oh, they are they?
Mm-hmm.
Even though they know the Baileys haven't made a dime out of it.
You know very well why. The Baileys are all chumps. Every last one of these homes is worth twice what it costs the building and loan to build. Now, if I were you, Mr. Potter...
You are not me.
As I said, no skin off my nose. But one of these days, this bright young man is going to be asking George Bailey for a job.
That Bailey family has been a boil on my neck long enough. It's time I did something about George Bailey.
Sir, that's a pretty nice place you've rented here, Mr. Martini.
Rent?
Yeah.
You hear what he say, Mr. Bailey?
What's that?
I own the house. Me, Giuseppe Martini. I own my own house. No more we live like pigs in that Pottersville.
Mr. and Mrs. Martini, welcome home.
That George always making a speech. Hee-haw!
Uh-oh, Sam Wainwright.
Oh, who cares? Bread, that this house may never know hunger. Salt, that life will always have flavor.
And wine, that joy and prosperity may reign forever. Now enter the Martini Castle. Congratulations.
We just stopped into town to check out the new soybean plastics factory, and we're headed down to Florida.
Oh, that's wonderful, Sam.
Oh, why don't you have your friends join us, dear?
That's a great idea. Why don't you kids come down with us? We can drive. It'll be just like old times. What do you say?
I'm afraid we couldn't make it, Sam.
Still got the nose of the old grindstone, hey, George. I offered to let George here on the ground floor of plastics, and he turned me down cold.
Don't rub it in now.
I'm not rubbing it in. Well, I guess we better be going.
It was so nice to meet you, Mary. Nice meeting you.
So long, Sam.
Goodbye, George.
See you in the funny papers, George.
Very funny.
To Florida.
Hee-haw!
Hee-haw!
Come in, George, come in. Yeah, care for a cigar?
Quiet cigar, Mr. Potter.
You like it? I'll send you a box.
Suppose I'll find out soon enough, but just what exactly did you want to see me about?
That is just what I've always liked about you. Straight and to the point. You always have been. Now, George, I'm an old man and most people hate me. But I don't like them either, so I guess we're even. You know as well as I do that I run pretty much everything in this town except the Bailey building and law. You also know that for a number of years I've been trying to get control of it or kill it, but I haven't been able to do that. You've been stopping me. In fact, you have beaten me, George Bailey, and if anybody in this county can tell you, that takes some doing. Well, for instance, take during the Depression. You and I were the only ones to keep our heads. You saved the building alone, and I saved all the rest.
Most people would say you stole all the rest.
The envious would say that, George, the suckers. Now, I've stated my side quite frankly. Let's take a look at your side. Young man, 27, 28, married, making, say, 40 a week.
45.
45, out of which, after supporting your mother and paying your bills, you get to keep, say, 10 if you skimp. A child or two comes along, you won't even be able to save the 10. Now, if this young man of 28 were a common ordinary yokel, I'd say he was doing pretty good. But George Bailey is not a common ordinary yokel. He's an intelligent, smart, ambitious young man who hates his job, who hates the building and loan almost as much as I do. A young man who's been dying to get out on his own since the day he was born. A young man, the smartest one in the crowd, mind you. A young man who's had to sit by and watch as his friends go places because he's trapped. Yes, sir, trapped into frittering his life away, playing nursemaid to a bunch of garlic eaters. Do I paint a correct picture or do I exaggerate?
What is your point, Mr. Potter?
My point? My point is, I want to hire you.
Hire?
I want you to manage my affairs, run my properties. I'll start you out at $20,000 a year.
$20,000?
You wouldn't mind living in the nicest house in town, buying your wife a lot of fine clothes, a couple of business trips to New York every year, maybe once in a while to Europe. You wouldn't mind that, would you, George?
Would I? There's no one else here, is there? You sure you remember me, George Bailey?
Yes, George Bailey, whose ship has just come in. If he's got brains enough to climb aboard.
But what about the building alone?
Confound it, man. Are you afraid of success? I'm offering you a 3-year contract at $20,000 a year. Is it a deal or isn't it?
Mr. Potter, I know I should jump at the opportunity, but I was wondering if maybe you could give me 24 hours to think it over.
Sure. You go on home and discuss it with your wife. In the meantime, I'll draw up the papers.
I'd like to do that.
All right, George.
All right, Mr. Potter. No. No. I don't need 24 hours to think it over, and I don't have to ask anyone. I know the answer, and the answer is no, doggone it. Mr. Potter, you sit around here and you act like the entire world revolves around you and your money. Well, it doesn't. Why, in the whole vast configuration of things, I'd say you were nothing but a scurvy little spider, and you, that goes for you too.
You wouldn't mind living in the nicest house in town, buying your wife a lot of fine clothes, a couple of business trips to New York each year, maybe once in a while to Europe.
I know what I'm going to do tomorrow, and the next day, and the next year, and the year after that. I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet, and I'm going to see the world. And I'm going to build things. I'm going to build airfields, and I'm going to build skyscrapers 100 stories high, and I'm going to build bridges a mile long. What is it you want, Mary? You want the moon? If you do, just say the word. I'll throw a lasso around it and pull her down.
Buffalo girls, won't you come out tonight? Won't you come out tonight? Won't you come out tonight? Buffalo girls, won't you come out tonight?
Hi.
Hi.
Mary Hatch. Why in the world did you ever marry a guy like me?
To keep from being an old maid.
I mean, you could have married Sam Wainwright or anyone else in town.
I didn't want to marry anyone else in town. I want my baby to look like you.
I mean, we didn't even have a honeymoon. I told you that we would travel around the world and that we would... Your what?
My baby.
Mary, you mean... Mary, you in the nest?
George Bailey Lasso Stork.
That's just a stork. What is it, a boy or girl?
Now, you've probably already guessed that George never leaves Bedford Falls.
No.
Mary had her baby, a boy. Then she had another one, a girl. Day after day, she worked away, remaking the old Granville house into a home. Night after night, George came back late from the office. Potter was bearing down hard. Then came a war. Ma Bailey and Mrs. Hatch joined the Red Cross and sewed. Mary had 2 more babies, but still found time to run the USO. Sam Wainwright made a fortune in plastic hoods for planes. Potter became head of the draft board.
1A.
Mr. Gower and Uncle Billy sold war bonds.
Get your war bonds. Let's make sure our boys get what they need.
Bonds with victory.
Bert Scott was wounded in North Africa and earned the Silver Star.
Watch the hill! Watch the hill!
Ernie, the taxi driver, parachuted into France.
Geronimo!
Marty helped capture the Remagen Bridge. Harry Bailey topped them all. A Navy flyer, he shot down 15 planes. 2 of them, they were about to crash. Full of soldiers.
Yes, but George.
George? 4F on account of his ear. George fought the Battle of Bedford Falls. Air raid warden, paper drives, scrap drives, rubber drives. Like everybody else, on VE Day, he wept and prayed. On VJ Day, he wept and prayed again.
Joseph, now show him what happened today.
Yes, sir. This morning, the day before Christmas, at about 10 a.m. Bedford Falls time.
Hi, Ernie. Look at that.
Oh, look at there. President decorates Harry Bailey, local boy awarded Congressional Medal of Honor. Wow.
Gonna snow again, eh?
What do you mean gonna snow again? Look at the headline.
I know. I think it's marvelous.
Mr. Gower, look at that right on the second page. Commander Harry Bailey.
I heard. It's great. Congratulations.
Look, this is for you, and this is for you. You.
December 24th. $8,000. Good morning to you, Mr. Potter. What's in the news? Well. Harry Bailey awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. That can't be one of our Bailey boys down, can it, Mr. Potter? It's hard keeping those Bailey boys down now, isn't it?
How's slacker George feel about that?
Very jealous, very jealous. Really, 3 of his buttons off his vest this morning. Of course, if George had gone, he had brought home 2 of these medals.
Yeah, bad ear.
Yes. Of course, some people like George had to stay home. Not every heel served in Germany or Japan. Here you go, my good man.
Looks like you forgot something.
What?
Well, aren't you going to make a deposit?
Sure I am.
Well, it's usually customary to bring the money with you.
Oh, shucks. I thought I had it.
Maybe
Perhaps
that's
I find we have you, George Bailey.
Extra, read all about it.
Harry's on the phone on long distance from Washington.
He is?
He reversed the charges. It's okay, isn't it?
What do you mean, is it okay for a hero? Of course it's okay. Harry, oh you old 7-con son of a gun hero, how are you? Oh, they did. She did? Mother had lunch with the president's wife.
Wait till Martha hears about this.
What do they have to eat?
Hey, Harry, what'd you have to eat? Oh man, you should see what they're cooking up in town for you. Oh, they are. The Navy's flying Mother home this afternoon.
In a plane?
What's that? Uncle Billy. Is Uncle Billy in yet?
No, he ran by the bank first.
Uncle Billy's not here right now, Harry. But hey, listen. Yeah, tell me about it.
George.
What?
George, that man's here again.
What man?
Thank you, Sammy.
Hey, Harry, talk to Eustace for a minute, will you? Hello, sir.
Carter, bank examiner.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Carter.
Merry Christmas.
We're all very excited around here. The president just decorated my brother. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Well, I guess they still do those things. Well, I trust you've had a good year.
Good year? Well, between me and you, sir, we're broke.
Yeah, very funny. Although I shouldn't wonder, you accept reverse charges on all those personal, long-distance phone calls?
Hey, George, should we make out?
No, just hold on. He wants to talk to Uncle Billy.
Now, if you will cooperate, I'd like to be out of here sometime tonight. I need to spend Christmas with my wife and family in Elmira.
I don't blame you at all, sir. Just step right in here. Just make yourself at home, Mr. Carter. I'll get those books for you. Hey, Vi.
George, can I see you for a second?
Of course you can. Come in the office. Hey, Uncle Billy. Harry's on the phone. Talk to him, will you?
Hurry, Uncle Billy, hurry. Long distance Washington.
Harry's on the phone.
Hello? Hello, Harry? Yes, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I should have my head examined. $8,000. It's got to be here somewhere.
Here you are.
Character. If I had any character, I'd...
It takes a lot of character to pack up your bags and leave everything you know behind.
No, George, don't.
What are you going to do? Hawk your furs in that hat. You're going to walk to New York. You know that they charge for food and rent the same that they do up here, right?
Yeah, sure.
It's a loan. Besides, that's my job, the building loan. I know you'll get a job.
Yeah, I know.
What's the matter, bud? Merry Christmas.
Try to knock over your face.
Say hello to New York for me.
Yeah, I will. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, bud.
Mr. Bailey.
Mr. Carter, I'm so sorry. I'll get those books for you, okay? Hey, is Uncle Billy in yet?
Yeah, he's in his office.
Hey, Uncle. What's going on? The bank examiner's here, and well, he said that he wanted to...
He's here now?
Yeah, and he wants the accounts payable. What? Okay. Watch out. Move. Useless.
Yeah,
Did you see Uncle Billy with any money last night?
that's the matter. Yeah, he was counting on his desk before he left. What's wrong?
Uncle. No, you didn't buy anything, did you?
No, not even a stick of gum.
Okay, we'll go back to your house and we'll go over every step since this morning.
All right, this way. Let's go.
Did you put the envelope in your pocket?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't want any maybes, Uncle Billy. We have to find that money.
Oh, George, I'm sorry. I'm no guilty anymore, George.
Look, do you have any sort of hiding place in the house? Some place that you could have hidden the money?
George, I've looked the whole house over. I've even looked at them that have boxes, Laura died.
Listen to me.
I can't take any more, George. I can't make it hurt today.
Where's the money, you silly old fool? Where is it? Do you know what this means? This means bankruptcy, scandal, imprisonment. That's what it means. One of us is going to jail, and it's not going to be me.
How do you like it?
Achoo!
Bless you, Daddy. Did you bring the wreath? Did you bring the Christmas wreath?
Wreath? What wreath?
The Merry Christmas wreath for the window.
No, I left it at the office.
Is it snowing?
Yeah, it just started.
Well, where's your coat and hat?
Left it at the office.
What's the matter?
Things don't matter. Things all right.
big boy. You can put the star up. Way up at the top. That's it. Got it? Oh. Good job. Now here, put some little tinsel on that fair spot there. Right there. That's it. Isn't it wonderful about Harry? We're famous, George. I bet I had 50 calls today about the parade and the banquet. Your mother's so excited, she...
Must she keep playing that?
I have to practice for the parks tonight, Daddy. Mama says we can stay until midnight to sing Christmas carols.
Better hurry and shave. The families will be here soon.
Families? I don't want the families over here.
Come here. Have a hectic day.
Oh yeah, the big red letter day for the baby. What's the matter with alcohol? Isn't it good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy.
Excuse you for what?
All right, darling, you're excused. Now go upstairs and see what little Zuzu wants.
Susan? What's the matter with Susan?
Oh, she's got a cold. She's in bed. I coming home from school. They gave her a flower for a prize, and she didn't want to crush it, so she didn't button up her coat.
Okay, is it a sore throat or what?
Just a cold. The doctor said it's nothing serious.
Doctor, was the doctor here?
Yes, I called him right away. He said it's nothing to worry about.
Is she running a temperature? What is it?
Just a teensy one, 99.6. She'll be all right.
It's this old house. I don't know why we don't all have pneumonia. I mean, this is a drafty old barn. We might as well be living in a refrigerator. Why do we have to stay in this crummy old town anyway?
George, what's wrong?
Wrong? Everything is wrong. You call this a happy family? Why do we have to have all these kids anyway?
Daddy, how do you spell frankincense?
How should I know? Ask your mother.
Where are you going?
Going to see Zuzu.
Earlier, Daddy told me to write a Christmas play for tonight.
Yes, dear. It's F-R-A-N-K-I-N.
Hi, Daddy.
Well, what happened to you?
I want a flower.
Where do you think you're going?
I want to give my flower a tree.
All right. Give Daddy the flower. I'll give it a drink.
Look, Daddy, taste it.
There. Good as new.
You need to give the flower a tree.
There. The flower has a drink. Now, will you do something for me?
What?
Will you try to get some sleep?
I'm sleepy. I want to look at the flower.
I know, but you just close your eyes and then you can dream about it. Well, it'll be a whole garden.
It will?
It will.
Hello. Yes, this is Mrs. Bailey. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Welch. I'm sure she'll be all right. The doctor says nothing serious. She's gonna get her some time. Yes.
Hello? Mrs. Welch? This is George from Haley Zuzu's father. Say, what kind of teacher are you anyway, so you might get all half naked like that? Don't you realize that you'll probably end up with pneumonia on account of you? Is this the sort of thing that we pay our taxes for? To have silly, stupid, careless people like you seeing my kids on half naked? And maybe my kid...
Hello? Mrs. Welch, I want to apologize. Look. She's hung up.
I'll hang her. that? Oh, you will, huh? Okay, Mr. Welch, anytime you take a minute. I said, anytime you... Ugh! How should I know? What do I look like, a dictionary? Stop that! Stop it! JD, haven't you learned that silly tune yet? You have played it over and over again, so stop it! I'm sorry. You go on and play. I'll go follow you too, buddy. What do you want to know?
Nothing, Dad.
Oh, what's the matter with everyone? Janie, I told you to play. Go on and play!
Oh, Daddy.
George, why must you torture the children? Why don't you?
Yeah.
Bedford 247, please.
Is Daddy in trouble?
Yes.
Dad, Frank's room?
Yes, Jeannie. Pretty very hard. You too, Tommy. Hello, Uncle Billy?
I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter. There's some sort of problems. My bank's come short on their accounts, and well, the bank examiner's up there today, and I need to raise $8,000.
Oh, so that's what the reporters wanted to talk to you about.
Reporters?
Yes, they called me up from your building and loan. Oh, and there's a man over there from the DA's office. He's looking for you, too.
Won't you help me, Mr. Potter? Won't you help me, please? Can't you see what this means to my family? Why, I'll pay you any sort of bonus on the loan. Any interest, and if you still want the building alone,
George, is it possible there's a slight discrepancy in your books?
No, sir. No, sir, I just misplaced $8,000 and can't find it anywhere.
You misplaced $8,000.
Yes, sir.
Have you notified the police?
No, sir, I didn't want the publicity. Not with Harry's homecoming tomorrow.
Yeah, they're gonna believe that one. What have you been doing, George? Playing the market with the company's money?
No, sir, I haven't.
Well, what is it then? A woman? You know, it's all over town. You've been giving money to Violet Vick.
What?
Not that it makes any difference to me. But why did you come to me? Why didn't you go to your pal, Sam Wainwright, and ask him for the money?
Because I can't get a hold of him. He's in Europe.
Well, what about all your other friends?
None of them have that kind of money, Mr. Potter. You know that you're the only person in town who can help me.
I see. I've suddenly become quite important. Well, what kind of security would I have? Do you have any stocks, bonds, real estate, collateral of any kind?
I have a life insurance policy, $15,000.
And a lot of good that'll do anybody while you're alive. Well, how much is your equity in it?
$500.
Oh, look at you. You used to be so cocky. You were going to go out and conquer the world. You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. What are you but a warped, frustrated young man? A miserable little clerk come crawling in here on his hands and knees begging for help. No securities, no stocks, no bonds, just a measly little $500 equity in a life insurance policy. Why, you're worth more dead than alive, George Bailey. Why didn't you go to that riffraff you love so much and ask them to let you have $8,000? I'll tell you why. Because they'd run you out of town on a rail. But I'll tell you what I will do for you, George. Since the state examiner's still in town, and as a stockholder in the building loan, I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Misappropriation of funds, manipulation, malfeasance. Go on, George, run away. You can't hide in a little town like this. Bedford police, give me Sheriff Bill, Mr. Potter.
God, your Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but you're up there, and you can hear me. Show me the way. I'm at the end of my rope. Show me the way, God. Show me the way, Father.
You all right, George? Want someone to take you home? Why are you drinking so much, my friend? Please go home, Mr. Bailey. It's Christmas Eve. Be with your family, my friend.
Bailey? Which Bailey?
This is Mr. George Bailey.
And the next time you talk to my wife like that, you'll get worse. She cried for over an hour. It's not bad enough she has to teach you stupid kids how to read and write.
You get out of here, Mr.
You
Welch.
don't ball her up. Now wait, I want to pay for my
Never
drink.
mind the money.
All
You
right.
get out of here quick.
All
You
right.
ain't my best friend.
You all right, George?
Who was that?
He's gone. Don't worry. His name is Welch. He don't come under my place no more.
Welch. That's what I get for praying, I guess.
That's the last time he come here. You hear that, Nick?
You bet, boss.
Where's my life insurance policy?
Please don't leave now, Mr. Bailey.
I'm all right.
No, you're not fine. Please have a seat, my friend.
I'm all right.
No, please don't leave, Mr. Bailey. Please.
into that tree. Get back over here, you drunken fool. Where are you going? Come here. Get that car out of here. My goodness gracious.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Look where you're going.
Why, you're worth more dead than alive, George Bailey.
Help! Help! Somebody help!
Hold on.
Help! Help!
Come on. Here you go. Come on. You got it. There you go. Come on. Where you go? What's that?
I didn't have time to get any stylish underwear. My wife gave me these on my last birthday. I passed away in it. Oh, good. Tom Sawyer's drying out too. You should read the new book Mark Twain's writing right now.
How'd you come to fall in?
I didn't fall in. I jumped in to save George.
You what? To save me?
Well, I did, didn't I? You didn't go through with it, did you?
Go through with what?
Suicide.
Suicide's against the law in these parts.
Yeah, it's against the law where I come from, too.
Where do you come from?
Heaven. That's why I had to act so quickly. I knew if I were drowning, you would try to save me, and you see, you did. And that's how I saved you.
Very funny.
Your lip's bleeding.
Yeah, you got hit in the jaws in the answer to a prayer a little bit ago.
Oh, no, no. I'm the answer to your prayer. That's what I was sent down here for, George.
How do you know my name?
Oh, I know everything about you. I've watched you grow up from a little boy.
All right, what? You a mind reader or something?
Oh, no.
All right, then who are you?
Clarence Oddbody, AS2.
Oddbody. You definitely are an odd little fellow. AS2? What's an AS2?
Angel second class. Cheerio, my good man.
Oh, brother. Oh, I wonder what Martini put in those drinks. And you? What's up with you? What did you say just a minute ago? Why did you want to save me?
Well, that's my mission. That's what I was sitting here for. I'm your guardian angel.
Oh, I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Ridiculous of you to think of killing yourself for money. $8,000.
Yes, things like that. How did you know that?
I told you. I know everything about you.
You know, you look about like the kind of angel I'd get. Sort of a fallen angel, aren't you? What happened to your wings?
Oh, I haven't earned them yet. That's why I'm only an angel second class.
I don't know whether I like it very much not being seen with an angel without any wings.
Well, I've got to earn them, and you'll help me, won't you?
Sure, sure. How?
By letting me help you.
Only one way you can help me. You don't happen to have $8,000 on you, do you?
Oh, no. We have no use for money in heaven.
Oh, comes in pretty handy down here, Bob.
Oh, tut.
You know, I found it out a little late. I'm worth more dead than alive.
Oh, you mustn't say things like that. I'll never get my wings with that attitude. You don't know what you've done. If it hadn't been for you...
Yeah, if it hadn't been for me, everybody would be a lot better off. My wife, my friends, my family, why, the whole town would be better off without me. So look, little fellow, just go off and haunt somebody else, will you?
No, you don't understand. I've got my job.
Oh, just shut up!
It's going to be harder than I thought. So, you still think killing yourself will make everyone happier, huh?
I don't know. I suppose maybe you're right. Maybe it would have just been better if I had never been born at all.
What'd you say?
I said that I wish I had never been born.
Oh, no. Don't say things like that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's an idea. What do you think? Yeah, that'll work. All right. You've got your wish. You've never been born. You don't have to make all that fuss.
What'd you just say?
You've got your wish. You've never been born. Not a care in the world. No worries, no obligations, no $8,000 to get, no Potter looking for you with the sheriff.
Say something else in that ear.
Sure, you can hear out of it.
Well, that's a doggonest thing. I haven't been able to hear out of that ear since I was a kid. Must have been that jump in the cold water. Look, all right, what I need is a couple of good stiff drinks. How about you, Angel? You want a drink? Look, as soon as these clothes of ours dry.
They are dry.
What do you know about that? The stove must be hotter than I thought. All right, well, let's just keep the clothes on, then we can stroll over to... Oh, I'm sorry. I'll stroll. You fly.
I can't fly. I haven't got my wings.
Yeah, just come on.
What's the matter?
Well, this is where I left my car, but it isn't here.
You don't have a car.
Well, I had a car and it was right there. Somebody must have moved it.
Ethan.
Hey, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Have you seen my car?
What car?
My car? My car. I'm the fellow who ran the car into your tree.
You must be talking about those trees, son. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, just that tree.
No, that's the oldest tree in Pottersville.
Pottersville? Why, you mean Bedford Falls?
No, I mean Pottersville. What? You don't think I know where I live? But there's something wrong with you. I'm right here. No way. No, there's something wrong with you.
No. Either I'm off my nut, or he is, or you are.
It isn't me.
Okay. Well, maybe I left my car at Martini's place. Come on, Gabriel.
I'm Clarence. Gabriel sent me.
Yeah, let's go, Clarence. Here, don't worry about it. Martini is a good friend of mine. Just here, take a seat. Hey, Nick, where's Martini?
You want a martini?
No, Martini, your boss? Where is he?
Look, I'm the boss. You want to drink or don't you?
Hey, double burger. Quick, huh?
All right. What's yours?
I was just thinking. It's been centuries since I...
Look, sir, I'm standing here waiting for you to make up your mind.
That's a good lad. I was just thinking of flaming rum punch. No, it's not cold enough. Not nearly cold enough. Wait a minute. Mulled wine. Heavy on the cinnamon, light on the clove. Now, off with you, my lad, and be lively.
All right, look here, sir. We serve hard drinks in here for men who want to get drunk fast. And we don't need any characters in here to give the joint atmosphere. Is that clear? Or do I have to give you my left for convincer?
What's he talking about?
Nick, give him the same as mine. He's okay. What's going on with him? I have never seen Nick act like that.
You're going to see a lot of strange things from now on.
Oh, yeah. Little fella, you worry me. You got someplace to sleep?
No.
You don't, huh? Well, you got any money?
No.
No wonder you jumped in the river.
I jumped in to save you, so I could get my wings.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, somebody just made it.
Made what?
Every time you hear a bell ring, an angel gets its wings.
Look, maybe it's best that we don't talk about getting wings around here.
Why? Don't they believe in angels?
Yeah, but,
Then why should they be surprised when they see one?
he never grew up. He's... How old are you anyway, Clarence?
293 next May.
All right, that does it. How you two pixies go? Through the door or out the window?
Look, Nick, what's wrong?
And that's another thing. Where do you come up calling me Nick?
Well, Nick, it's your name, isn't it?
What's that got to do with it? I don't know you from Adam's off Fox. Hey, you, Rummy, come here, come here. Didn't I tell you to never come panhandling around here?
Mr. Goward! Mr. Goward, it's me, George Bailey. Don't you know me? No. No.
Get him out. Get him out.
Nick, it's Mr. Goward, the pharmacist, isn't it?
You know, that's another reason for me not to like you. That rumhead spent 20 years in jail for poisoning a kid back in 1919. If you know him, you must be a jailbird yourself.
But I saved you.
Would you show these two gentlemen to the door, please?
Got it, Mom.
This way, Nick. Nick, hold on. Nick.
Hey, get me. I'm giving out wings.
You see, George, you weren't there to stop Mr. Gower from putting the poison in those capsules.
What do you mean I wasn't there? I remember distinctly. What the? Why does the sign say Nick's Bar? Why, this ought to be Martini's place. What's going on here? Look, who are you?
I told you, I'm your guardian angel.
Yeah, you told me that, but who else are you? And what, are you a hypnotist?
Oh, no.
Then why am I seeing all these crazy things?
Don't you understand? It's because you were never born.
And if I wasn't born, who am I?
You're nobody. You have no identity.
What do you mean I don't have any identity? My name's George Bailey.
There is no George Bailey. You don't have any papers, no cards, no driver's license, no 4F card, no insurance policy. They're not there either.
What?
Zuzu's pedals. Don't you see, George? You've been given a wonderful chance to see what this world would be like without you.
This is some sort of funny dream that I'm having here. You're crazy. That's what I think. You're crazy, and you're driving me crazy too. Well, I'm gonna go home. You understand that? And I'm going home alone.
Home? What home?
What do you mean, what home? My home. Now shut up and leave me alone.
How am I doing, Joseph?
Thanks.
No, I didn't have a drink.
Excuse me, sir. Where did the Bailey Building and Loan move to?
The building and what?
The Building and Loan, it was up there.
Oh, that place closed years ago. Come on, get on.
Break out! Get off! Let go of me! I know Potter! I'll let you go!
Violet?
Get your filthy hands off of me!
It's Violet Big.
I know.
No, I know that girl.
Every man in town knows that girl.
Ernie, take me home, will you?
Where do you live?
Oh, now, Ernie, don't you start that stuff, too. You know where I live. 320 Sycamore. Now, hurry up. As soon as you say it.
Okay. Hold up. 320 Sycamore.
Yes, 320 Sycamore. Now, let's go, Sue, so we can stick.
All right.
All right, listen here, Ernie. Straighten me out, will you? I must have had some bad liquor or something.
Yeah.
All right, your name is Ernie Mitchell, and you live in Bailey Park with your wife and kids. That's right, isn't it?
You've seen my wife.
Seen your wife? I've been to your house 100 times.
Look here, bud. I live in a shack on Pottersville, and my wife, she ran away 3 years ago and took the kid, and I have never seen you before a day in my life.
Get up, step on me. Huh?
Is this the place?
Of course it's the place.
Well, this house has not been lived in for over 20 years.
Hey, what's the matter, Ernie?
I don't know. We better keep an eye on this guy. He's a little baddie.
Okay.
Mary!
Who's he?
Tommy!
There's nobody here.
Pete!
Yeah, this place has been abandoned.
Janie! Susan! Where are you?
They're not here.
Yelling for?
Where are you?
You have no children.
What did you do with them?
I'll handle this. All right, coming out with your hands where I can see them. No sudden movement.
Oh, Bert, thank heavens you're here.
Hey, stand back.
Bert, what's going on here? Bert, what's happened to this place? Where's Mary? Well, where's my kids?
Hey, we can go to the station and file a missing persons report.
Okay, Bert, listen to me. Okay, what's going on here? Like both of you stood here on my wedding night and sung to us. Don't you remember?
Watch him, Bert!
Okay, Bert, listen to me, okay? Listen to me. Ernie, take me to my mother's house.
No!
All right, Bert, it's this guy right here. He tried to hypnotize me.
Hey, come on, we can get you to a doctor.
Bert, stop! Stop!
Oh, stop! Run, George! Run! Gabriel, help!
Why are you yelling for, Joseph? Who are you yelling for? Don't fight! There's no one in this house to help you. You're all by yourself. Stop resisting. Why are you fighting? Why are you? Ernie! Ernie!
I need a drink!
Ernie! I can't drive!
Well?
Mother.
Mother? What do you want?
Mother, please. George, I thought for sure you'd remember me.
George who? If you're looking for a room, there's no vacancy.
Mother, something terrible has happened, okay? I don't know what it is, but something terrible has happened. And everyone just hit me in while she was just keeping here until I get over it.
Get over what? I don't take in strangers unless they're sent here by somebody I know.
Well, I know everyone you know. Your brother-in-law, Uncle Billy, and...
You know him?
Well, of course I do.
When did you see him last?
Today, over at his house.
That's a lie. He's been in the insane asylum ever since he lost his business. And if you ask me, that's where you belong too.
Mom! Mom!
Strange, isn't it? How each man's life touches so many other lives. And when he's not around, he leaves an awful hole, doesn't he?
I know what this is. You've got me in some sort of spell or something. All right, well, I'm going to get out of it. I'll get out of it, and I know how to. But the last person I spoke to before any of this happened was Martini.
You know where he lives?
Of course I know where he lives. He lives in Bailey Park.
Are you sure this is Bailey Park?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. All I know is that this should be Bailey Park, but where are the houses?
You weren't here to build them, George.
Bailey. Memory of our loved son, Harry Bailey, 1910 to 1919.
Your brother Harry broke through the ice and was drowned at the age of 9.
That's a lie! Harry Bailey lived, and I saved him. Harry went to war, and he got the Congressional Medal of Honor because he saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died, George. Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't here to save Harry. You see, George, you really did have a wonderful life. Don't you see what a waste it would be to throw it all away?
Clarence.
Yes, George.
Where's Mary?
Oh, I can't.
See, look, I don't know how you know these things. Tell me where she is. Look, if you know where she is, tell me where my wife is.
I'm not supposed to tell.
Please, Clarence, tell me where she is.
You're not going to like it, George.
Where is she? Where's Mary? Where is she?
She never got married.
Where is my wife?
She's about to close on the library. Oh, there's got to be an easier way for me to get my wings.
Oh, no! Clarence! Clarence! Where are you? Clarence, please! Take me back! Take me back! Please, I don't care what happens to me. Just get me back to my wife and kids. Please, Clarence, take me back. I want to live again. God, I want to live again. Father, I want to live again. 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 George! I want to live again. I want to live again. George! I want to live again. George! George, are you okay? You bad bird. Why are you so again? Get out! Get out! What's that for? Bird? You know me? Know you? Of course I know you. I've known you since the first grade. Remember, me and Ernie, your honeymoon, we saved me right on the railing. I remember you, George, but George, are you okay? Your lips bleeding. My lips bleeding. My lips bleeding. Students battles. Do you know what this means? No. Oh, Merry Christmas, Bird. Mary! George, it's a pleasure. Get in the car. Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls! Oh, Mrs. Davis!
Merry Christmas, George!
Merry Christmas! Mrs. Thompson! Oh, Merry Christmas Drugstore! Merry Christmas Emporium! Merry Christmas, you beautiful old building alone! Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter!
And a Happy New Year to you too, in jail. Go on home, they're waiting for you.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Carter!
Mr. Bailey, we have a deficit.
Oh, I know. $8,000.
George, I've got a little paper.
Oh, that is a warrant for my arrest. Isn't it wonderful? I'm going to jail! Merry Christmas! Oh, where's Mary? Mary! 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 Thanks. Have either of you two seen my wife?
Merry Christmas, Daddy. Merry Christmas.
Kids? Kids! Oh, hey, Tommy. Oh, Jamie. Oh, hi. Oh, I can eat you guys. Oh, hey, where's your mother?
She was looking for you with Uncle Billy. Daddy!
Susie! Oh, Susie, my little ginger snap, how do you feel?
Fine, now it's Spencer temperature.
Oh, now it's Spencer temperature.
Oh, hello. George?
Mary?
Darling?
Mary!
George, darling, how do you feel?
Oh!
George!
Let me touch you.
George!
Oh, you're real. You have no idea what's happened to me.
You have no idea what's happened here.
Come here.
George. Oh, they're on their way. Come over here by the table, George. Quick. Right here. You sit right there. Don't move. Don't move. It's a miracle, George. A miracle. Uncle Billy, everybody, come in here.
Isn't it wonderful, George? Isn't it wonderful? Mary, George, it was Mary. She told a few people that you were in trouble, and they scattered around the town collecting all this money, and nobody asked any questions. All they said that George was in trouble. You can count on me. I've never seen anything like it.
What you got going on here, George? Another run on the bank? Boy, that looks good. Here, why don't you take that 242 that's back there and put that in the bank? That'll help you along.
Oh. Here you are, George. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Come on in, everybody. The line forms on the right. Mr. Martini, Merry Christmas. Step right out.
Come on in. I have busted the jukebox too.
Mr. Goward.
Merry Christmas. There we go. Good job.
Violet.
Change my mind, honey. I'm not going. Bedford Falls is my home.
I've been saving this money for a people. Better I get a
Yeah, George, I want the entire factory out of Bedford here. And here's you something to play with.
George, if I hadn't been for you, I wouldn't have a roof over my head.
Just a minute. Quiet, quiet. Everybody quiet. This is just in from London. Mr. Goward came with you need cash. Stop. My office is instructed to advance you up to $25,000. Stop. Be home. Merry Christmas. Sam Wainwright.
Hello, George.
Harry. Harry.
Well, Mary, well, I guess I'm too late.
Hey, Mary, I'm sorry. I tried to get him as soon as I came from the airport, but the fool flew here in a blizzard.
Harry, what about your banquet in New York?
Oh, I left right in the middle of it as soon as I got Mary's telegram. Say, that's a good idea. Everybody, a toast to my big brother George, the richest man in town.
Hey!
Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should all acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne?
Dear George, remember, no man is a failure who has friends. Thanks for the wings. Love, Clarence.
What's that?
It's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Look, Daddy. Teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right. Attaboy, Clarence. Attaboy.
We'll drink the cup.